for the very first one has been a human woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Wait, was she
even
an elf? Was it an elf with the campaign with Nidos and all them?
Nope.
No,
In
she
the
was
She
what's
original,
it
in the
called?
original
She w-
Saturday game, wasn't he a furry though?
uh
that one, yes,
that one, yes.
Yeah,
but
No,
and the one
with
that revamped. Yeah.
yeah, the one with
yeah,
Nidos. I say human, simply because that's what her whole uh kit was like, sort of based around just appearing. She was a changeling, but really
Oh,
she didn't really have any with the way that system worked. There wasn't really that many differences from a changeling to a human. It's a lot of lore stuff and some like
mhm,
abilities and stuff, but like I try to make her out to be as human as possible. Just making her a changeling just for like,
allegedly.
yeah, just for like back reasons and stuff, because it was like a cool thing.
Mm,
Yeah.
Changeling in second edition is different though than like D&D change. Like they have like connection to hacks and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I do sometimes wish we play fucking Pathfinder, but on the other side we couldn't have WoW. So
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah. I think the next game I run will be P2E, but for what I wanted for this game, for
what
mine,
about
I was like, I think 5e
Starfinder?
worked better.
Honestly, I want Starfinder more than fun.
I
Than
I honestly love Starfinder. Yeah, both 1e and 2e are awesome.
let me play as a fucking receptionist. Hello, what is your problem? This is tech support.
All right, I got started. I have the tab open. Still finishing up a speed run.
Okay. Uh, uh, I still need to learn Call of Cthulhu and
Same.
what's it called, the board system.
Brilliant, Apollo. Your
Mhm.
many talents must be the envy
Which
of all the
which
land.
seems very
I am
fun.
honored that you're sharing them with me.
There's another
Here, this is
system,
for
I
you.
forgot what it's called. Mothership. I need to learn Mothership
No, you truly shouldn't.
because I want to do
Such entirely unnecessary.
also Heresy of Steel. Heresy of Steel is also something I want to learn.
Yeah.
I'm actually in the Kickstarter for TTRPG that has my name, so I'll probably run that
Yeah.
at some point.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
You
I
guys
look
will play the
forward to
Tamari
it.
RPG with Mary.
Oh, that's how
I'm gonna be running a Dead
those,
Space
they're gonna
TP. Me and some friends are gonna be running a Dead Space TTRPG because one of them is a big fan of Dead Space, and we're trying to get them to like D&D. But so
Dude,
far, all
dude.
their experiences with DMs have been pretty bad. So we're just trying to find the right way for them to experience D&D.
I guess I've been lucky then. I should be thankful for all my
I
deals, except Google.
remember when my sister was pregnant for the first time, and her husband or partner was playing, what's it called? I think it was, what's it called, Dead Space 2, and he went to the baby room, and with all the exploding babies, my sister gave
That's in
such
the
a fucking what
that's
the
in the
fuck
first
look.
that's in the first game.
Yeah.
It might be in the
Yeah.
second one as well.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Gorgolon, were you trying to say something to me earlier?
Oh, I never really like fully read your username, so I thought it was Tamara.
Tamari. And you know what's very
Also-
hypocritical of me? It's French.
Also, Reaper, I am either winning you or getting you Subnautica 2, and we are playing it together.
I will.
Oh, Water Game 2. Why did they name it Subnautica 2? Why did they not name Below Zero Subnautica 2?
Because that was more of a
Below
DL.
Zero is a prequel, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Subnautica is the sequel of Subnautica 1, but it takes place on the original planet, and it wasn't ever originally supposed to be.
So it's like it's like Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
It wasn't ever originally supposed to be its own game on of itself. It was more supposed to be an expansion or a DLC, but they decided to make it into its own game just because they wanted to do
It
more
is
with it
better
than
than the
just
first one, though, isn't it? Like, it's more developed.
Subnautica Below Zero. I would say they're just about as good as each other, but 2 is amazing. 2 is just
It's,
fucking.
well, I know 2 is like native multiplayer
Yeah.
and whatnot. All the other ones have to be modded for multiplayer.
Subnautica Below Zero doesn't really have a multiplayer mod. Subnautica 1 does.
Yeah. But I remember you have played Subnautica with some people at some point.
Yep.
You say she's not to blame
Before.
for the
Well, I
failings
don't
of
know. I
mortal
don't really
kind,
watch
as
your
though she
streams.
could have
They're
carried
boring.
such a burden to begin with. What happened?
kidding.
How do you know her?
Who else was gonna give the you suck every time you do something?
Well,
Uh,
you would have
Del,
let me
I-
keep my damn pig.
You can still find your big hypothetical, but it's gonna be near town, not where you guys are right now.
I know.
Oh,
I missed.
in the game tomorrow.
I missed the
Yeah, so the TLDR is Tim rolled a nat 20 on taming a pig, so like fuck it, and then he was like, "Go pig, go into the wild and become a wild boar."
and train yourself.
Yeah.
Become
So-
strong.
So yeah, for like the past 7 months, the pig was outside.
Okay. Did somebody call my name? Sorry.
It was all rough.
I wanted to fix this now while I'm thinking about it. On my spell stuff, my spell I think it's still, I think something went wrong with the math because every time I quit, I think it still has it like counted like one. I think I got the +3 moon sickle when it's now supposed to be +2. So
Oh.
it's supposed to be 16 plus 10 for the save and the backlog because every time well, so I don't have anything equipped right now, but if I equip the +2 moon sickle, it makes it go up to 19 and 13. So I think somewhere the math went wrong from last time.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a base.
Prometheus.
Let me unequip the moon sickle. It's supposed to be DC, I want to say 15, and then a DC 8, and then when I equipped the moon sickle,
How's it going?
it's supposed
Prometheus
to be
refuses to
16
elaborate about
and
your
10
past with him,
respectively,
Dora.
but I think it's like
But he believes you're going to
permanently
remember
counted
soon
as
enough.
if it has like the +3
My
moon
worry is-
sickle
And what makes you
when I
say
have
that?
nothing equipped.
Besides the part
even
where
in
I've
the
already
musical.
told you I get a not great feeling just from
I just
sounding
wanted
out
to
his
bring that
name.
up to your attention because I was going
I wonder
through
what
it.
flavor a moonsicle would
There
be.
it is.
He gave me the impression you forgot about
Where?
him and
Okay.
much more
There's
by
a
choice.
thing.
If that's true,
Okay.
perhaps it's for the best.
I looked at the effects, which
Forget my
I know
past
like you
self.
No.
did,
My
but you told me
current
not to
self is
touch them
pretty
last
caught
time.
up now
So.
and getting
Yeah.
to the
No.
bottom
There
of all
was
this.
this thing here.
Isn't there some sort of
Uh,
witch spell you could do to
So
chop
your melee
Well, now that I
attack
know of this specific connection you seem to have, it's
and
something
your
to work with.
range spell
But
attack
are you
bonus
absolutely
specifically.
sure it's what you want?
Also, we can start whenever.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Thank you, Cam.
having anything apart from your moonsicle
Oh yeah.
that gives you
It's
that
gonna be
shit?
something good.
No, right?
I'll take your
No.
word for it.
Okay.
I think it was just a moon sickle, but something funky might have happened
Some
when we
nights I'm
were
on the surface,
because
I
this was
remember
during
I'm
the
defying the will of the fates
one
simply
shot,
by
and I was
being there.
using like his
Yet the
sheet
fated
basically.
list has certain prophecies that cannot be
And you
fulfilled
let me
anywhere
use
else.
the very rare,
Your
so I got a
sisters, they-
+3 sickle.
It certainly is
Okay.
possible,
And I think
even
we were
probable.
changing it,
Yet,
but then somewhere along the way we
my
fucked it up,
sisters
so
have
we
had
just
little
manually
patience
set
for
it.
those who disregard their
But
prophecies.
it's supposed to be.
Perhaps they're making an
Or perhaps I'm
I
inviting
don't
some
have the
terrible
sickle
consequence.
equipped right now,
Although if
but it's
Kronos didn't
counting as
disobey
if I
their
have like a
prophecies,
+3
In
version
my
when it's supposed to be
experience,
just
it's
a
best to
+2.
avoid
Okay.
dwelling on such
That I
subject
can
matter.
fix. That's
Not
not
even
an
I can
issue.
always see the
I'm also
pattern in my
looking at your
sister's
global
reasoning.
DC bonus.
to make our heads ache.
Quite likely,
Is
yes.
there
This
anything
wasn't on the list
on
before.
your
Dora wishes
person,
to
on your
remember.
features
I
that
can do something to help.
gives you a bonus to your DC?
Back on your feet,
No,
I
there
say.
shouldn't be anyway, because it was just the sickle, because it boosts
Dora's
my
memory isn't
attack
gone,
rolls with
it's
spells
buried.
and my DC by 2.
Dora
Yeah.
I
wishes
don't
to
have it
remember.
equipped right now, but it's
She's
acting
ready.
as if I
My
have like a
true
+2
friend
version,
Dora,
so it's supposed to
for you
be
this is
8
aimed.
and
Regain
15
the memories the Lethe claimed.
at base, and then when I equip the moon sickle, that'll then go up. buy 2 each.
Is it a moon touched weapon like the elf one?
Dora, wait.
So its spell DC is 8 plus wisdom plus proficiency, so 16 is correct. It's got
Yes.
the thing.
And then,
And then,
my attack mod should be 8 without any bonuses.
which
from-
it is now.
Now simmer away.
Okay, and then let me
Uh,
equip the
Dora's
moon
gone.
sickle to see if
Just
it
needs a little
does it
time.
correctly.
No, it does not.
Hermes
No, it does
informed me
not.
that Prometheus redoubled his attacks upon
Okay,
Olympus.
what we're
after
gonna
he fell into
do
a site.
is I'm going
Have I not
to
trained you how to withstand?
If only all he had was flames.
get
but
rid
no.
It's supposed
of.
to be,
Evil pet and more.
I'm gonna get rid of your
18.
sickle,
What of Olympus? What does he do?
He's
Okay.
kept the gods on their back
and then I
foot.
will
Never fully
import it
committing his
again.
forces, avoiding fights he
Awesome.
cannot win.
Yeah.
I know that there's like the
Frustrating
effect. Oh no, you got rid of those. Okay,
Why
never
not?
mind.
He's but one
I know there's
Oh.
the effects, but I wasn't
Those
sure
are-
if those were there.
I'm saying that
Yeah, those
the
are part
possibility
of
exists.
the item itself. So
Eternal
once the item is
vigilance
deleted,
near
the thing gets
impossible.
deleted
Enemies
as
have
well.
always exploited the lack
Okay.
thereof.
But yeah,
Tell
something
you
might have
the old
happened when we
wooden
got
horse
rid of the +3 and it like went all.
The old wooden
wonky.
horse
Okay.
trick.
Plus
Yeah.
2 moonsicle.
Surely your reputation as the great tactician
Awesome.
hinges
Let's see
on
if that
more than this
buffed it.
one tale.
Yes, it did.
Ah,
Awesome.
but classics ought to
Okay.
be retold.
Okay, so
Cool.
the
Although,
math
if you'd
is
rather, I
mathing.
have
Thank
far
you.
more tales of trickery and valor.
Glad we got
Take
that
the
out of
cave
the
of
way.
the Cyclops.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Not cave of
I just
the
wanted to get that
Cyclops.
squared up first before we started because I was like, I'm gonna use shit, so probably.
Welcome, welcome, my fellow players. So, last time we had a couple of introductions. Everybody got your new characters in here. We got a couple of students. We got a couple of administrators.
Commander, I'm sorry.
Got a lot of
no.
people moving around.
But I'll be certain to put in a good word.
But we're not
Even
going to
in disguise.
focus
Right.
And Lord
on our future heroes or villains in this opening act, as we are instead going to follow a young woman
Okay.
clutching at this
Olympus.
mess of papers as she's running through the halls.
Question: I'm not
Oh.
able to load the page.
Uh,
Fine
Try
for me.
refreshing.
I've tried refreshing several times. Still says critical failure.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you're on you're on it
You
either.
s-
So
you
maybe
should
delete the
still
tab
have-
and re-enter it.
you should still have the message, like the link.
Why is Sherry Lady stuck in my head?
I don't know.
I'm glad I got the reference because I was humming it with you. I was like,
Listen to your heart.
The only music that ever gets stuck in my head is narwhals. What's it called? Singing in the
Okay.
ocean, causing
So
a
that's why we don't
commotion.
get
yeah.
along. You don't have good
do you
taste.
have? Do you have? Send me the link.
I grew up
Yeah,
on
yeah.
indie music.
Yeah, I DM'd it to you. It should
I
still
grew
be
up
there.
on 80s and 90s, so
Yeah,
I'm-
I only knew indie music. I only know indie music and game music, and that's about it. That's the only music I care about.
I've been on a Michael Jackson craze ever since I saw the movie. I can't get him out of my head.
Dude, you know that Michael Jackson made a Sonic music?
Okay, it
Ooh,
now
nice.
loaded. It's just because I guess I had the tab open still from last session, and it just didn't
Probably.
like me reloading the session.
Yeah,
Like-
just save it, exit out, and do the thing. Okay, back to it. So, we see this young woman. She is running through the halls at quickened pace.
Cold.
She, at this point, classes have begun. There's not really that many students roaming the halls at this moment,
Pierre.
as she is clutching at these stacks of papers. Her breath uneven as she
There.
she is visibly agitated. She continues to run down these halls until she enters a room. In this room, it's clean.
Area clear.
for lack of a better word, undisturbed, empty, almost like a completely new room. This hasn't been set foot in here.
Which suits you?
She takes a deep breath. She enters. She manages to close the door behind her, and as she places the stack of papers on the table,
You'll be out in no time, Shades.
she hears some clamoring behind one of the cabinet doors. She goes to investigate. As she opens the door, we fade out of this room.
Titan of foresight slipped his chains and fights against us now. A pity that.
And we
Been
get
on
to
the
see,
outskirts ever since we caught him
as
red-handed with my flames.
not too
Stole
far
fire for
away,
the
we
sake of
see a
mortal
group
kind.
of what seem to be small, nerdy children. Well, not children, but young folk. Leave and separate in groups of two, leaving a singular person behind. Farther away, a young man coming in with the pretext of becoming a TA to sort of investigate different things. We see a carriage pulling into the academy as two scholars begin to enter the academy grounds. Welcome to the Academy Arc, people.
We hear Enzo's crying in the background, being bullied. Someone's kicking Stan in his face.
I feel like most would be too afraid to do that.
You would think so.
I
but
do have a
no,
question for this arc.
If one is sufficiently pathetic, then their appearance has no.
No
I
bearing.
do have a question
Yeah.
for this arc.
I may
Is
have
there
an
gonna
answer.
be much combat this arc, or is there gonna
I
Fairly
believe
focused.
between the two academy would be more combat than the politics arc.
There will be more combat than the politics arc. Trust in that.
Message for me.
However, I can't just throw a dragon at you guys out of nowhere. Where's the fun in that? I'm just throwing
You threw a
monsters at you
Hydra.
I
Yeah,
just throw
get us
monsters at you
invested
every
in the
week.
fucking. You
I
get us
got-
invested in characters and then kill us in front of them.
I gotta make you guys care for certain fake people and then take them from you and rip your hearts out. It's my job. I'm here to
I already know one of those people is that fucking guy with the speech impediment.
As we enter a new day in this academy, we're going to start with Enrin, as you are walking towards, you were given the name of a professor who will be assisting your research teacher with your call it condition. You were told that you might already be acquainted with one of the researchers, and you were given their name, Lilith Rosalie, as one of the researchers of this new one of the research assistants of this new teacher who would be helping in this endeavor of yours. Lilith, where are you in sort of in the late mornings? It is a weekend. There's not really any classes. Where would you be at this current hour?
It's the weekend. I feel like she would be working on some of her biomancy projects, what she specializes in. And I'd say right now she is remaking her organic familiar. So she might be in like a little laboratory. Maybe that's Professor Rita's laboratory or an offshoot of it. Or maybe there's a general laboratory that she's allowed to use.
Go ahead for
You say the gods never
for
shared nectar
you.
with you.
We're going to go
sharing some now.
around
Perhaps you
for
can
each of
regain
our
a taste for it.
players as we continue on.
I told you I
in
don't
terms of
care
your
for it, and
profession
presently I have
or
no plans to
your
open the orphans myself. My
scholarly
tolerance for
life,
you
go
likewise
ahead
nears
and
its
give
limit.
me it can be an arcana, it
Your
can be an
tolerance is enough,
investigation,
sir. I see how
something that
hard
would
you work,
denote
expecting nothing in return. For all you've given to
your
Olympus,
current
may you never give.
duties as a
That would
researcher, as
require
a
me to have
student,
those magic tricks.
as I do
You're
not
borrowing that
wish
power.
to boggle you
How
guys
can you
down
trust
with
it when strength
constant
belongs
sessions
to you?
of let's go to
Magic
class
can draw
and we're going to
strength
sit
from
down
each and opposition.
and go to class.
Both ultimately
No.
come from within, which is trained
We're
to
not
I don't
doing
want
that.
to go to class.
I don't think so,
Unless you
sister.
want me to bullshit
You're
a bunch
drawn
of
from the
theory
moon and
at
the
you
earth,
that I
and who
will
knows
most
what else.
likely
But in
remember
this
like
world,
20% of it, and I will keep regurgitating it to you, and
That
just
would be funny. That
and just
would be very funny.
and just sit here listening to me regurgitate to you just a bunch of bullshit, with you not being able to do shit, then we're gonna make rolls. I don't want to do that. So go ahead. What role do you think is appropriate for Lilith, at least for today?
I'm going to say like she's already put the magic into this creation, and right now she's adding genetic material.
Okay, go ahead and give me an Arcana
So
check.
I was going to say medicine, but okay.
The medicine has been
You feel
created.
that, Zorfat?
Putting anything into a homunculus, that's gonna be an Arcana, baby.
And she's putting a little something in there that I think you all will enjoy.
Quart of lemon.
24. In your time reading all these different homunculi, I will say you've only been able to create one at a time, and they don't last more than 8 hours. They deteriorate quite fast for a homunculus. Your studies in this specific way of homunculi creation are not perfected as of yet. However, as of right now, you may
And this isn't
import-
like a true homunculus, but
It's
you know,
not.
just flavor-wise.
Flavor-wise, for right now, we'll say you have a little homunculus that you managed to create.
Be safe, Lord Charon.
For the time being, it seems this version of it, it seems they've been created and you've made something that
I've done
is
no
quite
such thing.
dexterous.
I'm going to the
They
docks. You're choosing to
you
try and
have
stop me when you
foregone
could be
any
tending
sort
to your
of
sheep.
arcane specialties for them. They cannot quite speak, but they can perform certain tasks.
It's a little brew with very pretty black hair, which is all I will say for right now.
Oh gosh, check out
As you are here in your study, you hear I'm assuming you're in the lab, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just imagining like Jurassic Park 2 Isla Nublar. You can see inside those. You can see the beasties inside the containers being created.
As you are here within the lab, you hear as kind of a heavy hand, not necessarily like banging on the door, but you hear a heavy knock on the door. Enrin.
Let's see how heavy the
How heavy is?
Check.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a strength.
I'm trying. I'm clicking, but it's not doing the thing.
Oh no! Refresh.
Yeah.
Ah, 13.
Not that heavy. I'm being gentle.
Being quite gentle. Enrin, you find, and it's sort of in the late morning, much of your other research buddies have gone on to do other things with their own stuff. You are here by yourself, Lilith. Enrin, you walk into this laboratory, and you see this pretty young blue tiefling
You keep saying
here.
How young does she look? How young is Lilith?
I'd say she's like a young adult. Like, oh goodness, what was Lucius? 22, 24?
Somewhere around
And
that.
there, Yeah, and they're around the same age. Maybe she's a little younger. We'll say she's
12.
no.
Whoa.
Lucius is 24.
Yeah. Uh, we'll say she's 24 too. Like she's been a long time study, we'll say, or something. I don't know.
She's older than Enrin. Enrin is only 19.
But she is small.
Onward.
Goomba, think muffin.
Okay, sure. And my guy is tall as fuck. He's like 6.5. So a towering figure walks in, with the mannerism of a polite young boy.
More sticklers.
He's gonna hello with a raspy, echoing voice.
Hello there. Who are you? Have we met?
I am Enrin of Kosh. Sorry to bother you. I'll leave if this is important right now, whatever you're doing. I don't want to disturb.
Actually, one moment. And you'll see her take out a little lock of black hair and like shove it into a tube, and it goes into the mixture. And if you look inside this, basically this tank is, you see a little humanoid figure floating in a green substance. And you see in real time as, before it only had like a military shave of black hair. Now it's got like long, not super long, luscious locks of black hair, but long enough locks of black hair.
Went overboard.
And you're basically,
mullet.
Dora.
yes. And
About why I forgot everything.
and it's humanoid, but it's more of a mannequin than a fully biologically
In which case.
correct human.
The thing
Yeah,
is, I just
don't forget how I look.
Yeah.
If you
It's-
remember, I have dancing shadows and
What are you talking
horribly
about?
scary
That couldn't
fucking
possibly be
horns.
true. Well, imagine
Yeah,
that
and
it's this
after
big
like a
storage
few
jar,
minutes,
right? Like you'd keep pickles in
she
it,
adds in
except
some
the
other
console waiting for
brews and
everything that could
other
possibly
liquids
go wrong.
into
Hate, heartbreak,
the
loss,
creation, and you see
Yeah,
eyes
roll.
form.
Would
And-
you
and
let
you
me
see a
do an
little-
arcana for what you're doing?
Placed within this particular jar.
Yes.
It sounds like you
Go.
may be thinking of some sort of figurative representation.
How complicated would this
No, it was
be?
a real jar
Okay,
with
you-
all that stuff, and
That's a net 20.
Well, that's not
Yeah.
funny.
I'm still
That's funny.
shaky on the details.
You see that
Whatever you
what
like.
she's
Heading out?
the magic is
I fated to
affecting
get through this,
different
Dora.
parts of this homunculus's
I wanted you to
body.
have this,
Like
Lord Moros, since you seem
the
to
first
enjoy
one, it was
something.
specifically controlling the
Version may fly
length
through
and
beyond
color of
Olympus,
the
but we can
hair.
follow gods should
And
get
right
our
now,
chance.
you're
Wouldn't you
seeing
say?
the formation of the mouth and the eyes. And lastly, you see a little bit of musculature going into the homunculus as she starts to drain the liquid from the
I can't believe I'm saying this.
tube.
Though there's no need to overthink it.
She
Simone.
opens up the
Since
tube
fate's not here to
and
tell you, you could always
she
listen to your
places
heart
this
in
little
such a
homunculus on a
situation.
table, which already there is a set of a mini set of the school uniform, and she dresses it and then she turns to you.
Very comfortable. I don't wish to be
Sorry about that. I was finishing up my homunculus. What can I do
Don't
for you?
worry.
Realizing that whenever you return,
Uh,
it's likely due to some
I
unfortunate
was
result.
taught by one of the
Made of
teachers.
You're
Can
fine,
you
Lord
remind me
Morris.
which
Thank
teacher
you for asking.
specifically?
I'm fairly accustomed to such
Oh,
outcomes
you're.
at this point. It's interesting to know the fates are not forcing it
your
along. That it's
Professor
all in my
Duval had
Well, now that you mention
told
it,
you that you might
I can't
already
entirely be
be
sure the fates
familiar
have no
with
more influence
Lilith,
at
as
all.
she works under, and she is working
frustrating.
under
Not
Professor
knowing where
Azrita, which will
I
be
try not to-
helping
Oh, what's
in
wrong?
your research for your condition.
Yeah. You know of Azrita, right? You're one of her assistants.
He's a he.
Sorry, I've never met them personally.
I wish you'd bring another nectar since I'm out. And
You
lo
wouldn't
and
believe it, but he's
Is that
actually
the
a
line
green
with
dragonborn.
Advanced techniques I haven't mastered yet.
He doesn't
Besides,
look it when
your
you see him.
intuition still is the
Honestly,
most
when I
powerful
first met him, I
tool
thought he
in
was a
cases such
black
as this.
dragonborn.
I simply had a feeling you were up for
Not
another
lizard folk.
No,
It
he's
sounds like
full on
I'm setting an
dragonborn.
experiment for you.
I
Keep
checked.
poking and prodding, and eventually
Oh,
you'll get through my
understood.
defenses and see the real me. Well, this is
Why don't
sorry.
you-
and you know what? I don't want your nectar anymore.
Well, that's the mystery of my
Including the one
entire
just-
life.
you've seen
I don't
firsthand the
know. I
suffering out
think I'm
there
a tiefling.
From all the endless warring between Kronos and the gods. But you're entirely
Honestly, your
Not my
face is too
mood.
square.
On the contrary, it makes me all emotional.
Lamau.
I'm trying to
It's
live
not
in the
square.
moment
It's
and
more
everything, but
triangular. It's
I
like
just know I'm
it's like a
gonna
goat
look back on this
face,
and think,
almost.
for you.
Yeah,
not
still
for
too
anybody
square.
else.
yes, and
From the shadows.
You wanted to meet the professor, right?
Yes, but also
Or
they
was-
advised me to talk with you since you'll be assisting in one of the research projects. And that
Yes,
research
let us-
project is yours truly right here. I don't know if
You see her eyes widen with glee. Like, do you want to roll an insight on her?
my insight's bad, so yes.
Warmer than usual tonight.
He's naive. I'm gonna roll for disadvantage. That would have been a nat 20 as well.
If you wish,
14.
So the arms of night have
yeah,
revealed
if you wish to
you
do a
some of their former
deception
selves.
or a
Future selves.
persuasion to
Yeah, she is
You have
not
earned the
deceiving.
right to bear
She
such
is
weapons,
fully honest
much less
with the
take
look in her
advantage of
eyes.
The various aspects
It's
I've
just to see if he
discovered.
can make it out
Some of the bearers
how
I know well.
malicious or
The
non-malicious it is.
They're all connected.
She is
Simple as
she
you
is
may presume.
fascinated
You
by
bear a
you,
set of
and
artifacts whose
you're not
aim is to
sure, but you
safeguard
see,
the
you
underworld.
think you can see a bit of excitement in her eyes. Like,
It seems
she
I'm in
hasn't
good
fully
company.
smiled yet, but you can see her lips are starting to curl up a little bit.
And Ren just found his biggest fan.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
Yes, I'm trying to find what I am basically. From what I know, I am one of a kind, or at least no one has found anything similar to me before.
Interesting.
Feel free to do checks with yourself on me.
One moment. I pull out a syringe and try and draw blood.
Sure. Well, my guy immediately lets you.
go ahead and give me a medicine check real quick.
Oh, to see if she ruptures a vein.
17. So you managed to. It seems their anatomy is consistent with that of a tiefling's. However, that's 17. You find that, well, with normal tieflings and normal humans and humanoids in general, the syringes that are provided here at the academy seem to, like, there's hardly any resistance. Like, the different for different humanoids, the thickness of the skin can vary. The only ones that require a bit of specialized care would be certain dragonborn with might have some overgrown scales or just tougher than usual. And as you go to extract some blood from Enren, you find he has that sort of similar thickness of the skin. It's hard to penetrate at first, and you break the skin and you enter, but it's at that moment in the beginning that takes you a bit off. It's unusual. This is not tiefling skin per se, or if it is, it's a lot tougher.
It's also, I will also say that the skin does not look like it's supposed to be tough. The skin looks almost translucent.
Mm-hmm. But you do manage to break the skin, and as you're pulling out, like you're extracting the blood, blood seems to function normally. It works as there's nothing odd. Really. It's just the breaking of the skin that sort of catches you off.
Your condition might be more magical in origin than biological.
That is correct. That is what the I hypothesize, as well as the professors working with me.
Maybe your base form was tiefling, but I don't know. I'd have to do more checks.
Feel free.
But, I shouldn't hold you up. We probably should meet with the professor. He's more of an expert in this than I am.
It is at this point where you hear footsteps coming from outside, and you see as Professor Azrita is walking alongside one of your art co-workers, I'll say, another RA, Sylvana Gloom, the other human female.
I don't mean to
in this.
interrupt, but I do need to let you know, because I didn't let you know earlier, I do have to end at 7. I have to leave at 7.
Sounds good. As walking in, it seemed like they were just exchanging a couple notes, and they're sort of at the door a little bit, and the professor looks up. How are you doing? And Mr. Enrin, I did not believe I would see you this early. Professor Duval had mentioned an appointment on Monday, I believe. That I'm glad you took the initiative.
I'm sorry.
No, it's perfectly fine. It's fine. I was not expecting you, is all. But it seems you've made yourself acquainted with one of my research assistants.
Yeah, we were just about to, look at Liv. I don't know, do you want a piece of my horn? Do you want to cut it? They grow back all the time. I have to occasionally remove them.
So they don't stop growing.
Never.
Sounds... And she says the name for a condition that where keratinous growths constantly happen, but I can't remember the name of it.
The professor looks at Lilith, and he says, "Lilith, I'm gonna need you to reel that in. I can see you starting to tip over. Please reel it in. Thank you." Well, glad you've made yourself acquainted, Master Enrin. This is another one of my assistants, Lady Gloom, Sylvana Gloom. She's a bit shy, and you just see this human female. She's got blonde hair, and she doesn't really meet your eye. She seems to have her face in a diagonal, in a downward diagonal angle, but she turns.
I look at her and I apologize. I'm sorry. I've disturbed you. I know I'm scary to look at. I am a monster after all.
It's not a bother. And you see, give me an insight check, or give me a perception, actually.
Can I do it too?
You would not need to, since you know the answer to this, but I just want Enrin to know.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, that's
not a nat 1.
Not a natural one, but that's a 1. So,
yeah.
To you, she does seem a bit shy enough put by your thing, like your visage. Lilith, you know that your companion, your coworker here, Sylvana, is actually blind. She cannot see.
Could I also... Well, no, I'll probably do that later, because Lilith would want to talk to her.
But yeah, no, this young woman, she is blind, and she's just diagonally looking. She just keeps her head, always seems to be in a diagonal, like, downward, like, perception point. That's perfectly fine, I don't mind. And she looks over to the professor, and there's a couple of more notes. "I'll see you later, Professor." And she walks. You know, Lilith, that Sylvana is also. She is definitely a bit shy and very much just keeps to herself. New people are weird, which is why she doesn't. She only has one subject that she is looking at after from the experiment you guys are running.
Does she not lose that subject though, or does she still have one left?
Give me,
because I wrote down she lost all her subjects.
Sylvana, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Nivek did mention that. So yeah, you would. I was gonna make you do it. I forgot I told you that Nivek had
Yeah.
told you that. Yes. So yeah, you do know her subject is dead. Go ahead. Give me an investigation. Just to see if you would have known exactly, like, just the details of her subject specifically.
No.
5. That's perfectly fine. So you're not sure what's her or her subject or who they really were, but then I'll say with your foreknowledge, and I believe this was established last game. It is news to you that her subjects were dead, as well. Much like Nivek, his subject dying. Like, it seems these were not really.
Was the Huragon was mine as well. So my current only living subject is Lucius.
Yes. Your only living subject is Lucius. And you don't know who else is alive. You only know that Sylvana lost all of hers, and Nivek only has one left alive.
Yeah,
of the two.
the fairy.
Yeah, the fairy.
Yeah. I forget, what was her name again? Was that? No, it wasn't Corbin Gray. It wasn't Magnus.
The Willow?
It
I mean,
was Luma.
the fairy? The fairy?
Yeah, the fairy. Yeah, the fairy.
Different fairy.
Tenna Willow.
Willow, okay.
I'll type it in the.
Yeah. Okay, goodness gracious. Gotta
It'd
reopen
be
that
funny
sheet.
if Luma made an appearance.
Unfortunately, she cannot leave the forest. I will just dispel that now. But it would be really cute. I would love to see Luma in the academy.
Politics are.
But yeah.
It's sent.
Yeah, the professor receives the papers and sees her off. Well, since you seem to be here already, Master Enred,
Please, just call me Enrin. I'm not a mister.
well, Enred, Lilith, I believe I see you've already taken a vial of blood.
Indeed.
I'm assuming it's not been too long since you've been here.
Yeah.
Right.
Around 10, 20 minutes we were here.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I had to finish my own project first. Oh shoot, that reminds me. And she goes over to the little Lucius homunculus, and she you see her put some magic into it, like above where its heart would normally be, and it activates. Chibi Lucius is now among us.
Among us?
Lilith, I know that. So here's my thing, Lilith. I don't mind you conducting this research, but I would advise, once again, I know we've mentioned this before, but it seems you have a knack for ignoring me. Please do not make any direct depictions of anybody in the student's body, especially not somebody who is already involved in a separate. And you see him wanting to say experiment, but doesn't quite say it, in a separate endeavor. If you would please, that's going to bring a lot of trouble, especially. And you see him he knows exactly who Lucius is. He doesn't know that both of you are that tight. He just knows that you guys are, as far as the school knows and the student body, y'all are just really good friends. A lot of people will make up rumors and stuff, but it's just
not
because Lucius, but because Lucius is a bit of a more popular, it's not odd for him to be hanging out with different people.
And Lucius was and is very well known because he went to all the parties. I'm talking all of them.
Hold on, I need to point out something that I just realized. My character's with Lucius during the whole rental situation.
Yep. And he's going to say, so if you would,
I just want to make proper use of the material besides sentimental. And you'll see her snap her fingers, and the magic, the homunculus falls like a puppet that's lost its strings, and she takes off the little uniform and throws it
Edwin
back into the
starts to
tube.
cry.
Thank you. So yeah, I'll
That's
just
so
ask that.
sad.
Try to keep it to just the plain body. We don't want to run any untoward eyes. It's already difficult enough for us to keep our budget. So, if you could please, Lilith.
Yes, I understand.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Professor.
You're perfectly fine. So, I'll actually have a look at that, pointing at the vial of blood. If you could.
Yes. Here you go.
Thank you. He puts it into his robes, and he looks at Enren. I will look this over and compare it with the notes from Professor Duval. I'm still trying to catch up on your condition, Enren. Although, and you see him get close to you. You are quite odd and quite interesting. Much more than Professor Duval made you out to be, if I may say. What did you say your condition, or what she suspected your condition was affecting, did you say?
Well,
Or,
I've been no offense to her. I would say she didn't really come up with any answers, so I would say I'm still more of an expert on my condition than she is. Not to hers disrespect, as always, but the basic thing about my condition is, well, I've been born this hideous monster, and we suspect it has connection to the void, and divine. She says divine, but I disagree.
Divine. Well, I don't see how, but I'll have to look over her notes to determine how she came to that conclusion. In the meantime, y'all can continue to get well acquainted. I do have some notes to catch up on. Lilith, tomorrow we've finally arrived with your subject. I believe tomorrow would be the best time, at least. I was looking over your schedule. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I think tomorrow might be best for us to get down to the investigation of it. You see him, and you've known him for a while. He doesn't really like to use certain words around people that he doesn't know or aren't aware of the experiment, as it was very hard for him to come up with this stuff, so any sort of bad PR that he gets for this fucking experiment will just shut you guys down. So he's trying very hard not to say dissect, as that sounds really bad. Who are you dissecting, dude? That's weird. So yeah, you notice him in sort of that state.
Of course, Professor. It's always better to have an extra set of hands in there, since, you only use one.
Yes, well, it is your subject, so looking forward to that.
I'll finish up my assistant here then.
It was
And she
a pleasure
pulls out
meeting.
Bye, Professor.
Yeah, and he says his goodbyes and steps away.
And if Aaron's still in the room with her, you see the Enrin, whatever Aaron Yeager. The tube fills back up and surrounds the homunculus in that green liquid. And this time you just see her take out she looks around. It's like, oh shoot, I don't have anything sharp. Enrin,
Yes.
How sharp are your claws?
I would say my horns are sharper than my claws. Can I break off a piece of my horns, actually?
Give me a strength check.
Athletics is fine? Or pure strength?
It's just a pure strength.
Pure strength, sure.
Give me a con save.
Sure.
With that 12, I'm gonna give you the option. If you decide to tear this with so you're essentially just breaking it off, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna take 1 HP of damage, or you can just say, you know what, it's not worth it, and just try to find a different way and not be as cool, if you wish.
No, I'll tear it off. I'll take 1 HP. He doesn't value himself.
Cool. So you're gonna put down 1 HP of damage, and yeah, you break off a piece, one of your horns, and you see Lilith, a bit of this like almost sap-like blood. It like coagulates quite fast on the horn, and you start to see it like it like dries off and it coagulates, and it just sort of stays there. It doesn't quite drip. And when you would over the course of the day, you would know that this thing, by the time is lunchtime, this horn or this section of the horn, it wasn't that much, will be healed.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Thank you. She takes the horn and she takes like the edge of her hair and she slices off a little bit and puts it in the same tube that you saw the black hair go into. And basically she's just now made a chibi version of herself. I will call her Mini-Me.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I will call him Mini-Me.
Please don't clone me if anything happens. I don't want another monster like me on this world.
Oh, don't worry. They've taken away my pure cloning equipment. They won't let me make another clone of myself after I sent one to do a test for me.
We flash to a different part of the year where you did send your homunculus, and in the middle of the exam, while you were doing your own research because you thought the exam was just a waste of time at the time, your homunculus started to sort of melt as it didn't have the consistency, or you mistook the amount of time it would take the professor to really hand out everything and to be done with it. And it just started melting the thing. Everybody panicked for a while, trying to find you and being like, what the fuck just happened? People thought you were dead. A bit of a scandal, but you got chastised after that. People were glad you were dead.
They should have known I wasn't dead. The black box flew out of the biomass back towards my laboratory.
Right. Well,
Actually, I still have that black box. Where'd I put it?
I'm sorry I bothered you and caused problems, Miss Lilith.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna go accidentally bang my shins, knock off a bunch of valuable vials.
Oh, Jesus.
You see her go, oh, you're fine.
And as we leave this, we move forward a little bit in the day by 2 hours or so, and we find ourselves Korik. It's the middle of the day. It is a weekend. I don't believe you would have had any classes today. Where would we find him currently?
Everybody's working for the weekend. Or are you there?
Oh, I think he muted himself.
Yeah, maybe he's
I forgot
pooping.
I was muted this whole time.
Oh.
I mostly just laughed at jokes, but shit, I thought I was muted.
Did he enjoy me fucking hitting my shins?
Yes, I did laugh at that. Yeah. I also was playing Slay the Spire, so I didn't even notice I wasn't being funny.
I'm playing Subnautica 2. Heck,
I think Korik, assuming there's no classes, he's probably either. Is there with the university, right? Is there like I assume there's probably like some like open part to the grounds because you said like it's by like a forest or like has that.
Yeah.
terrain around it,
So
or no?
so the way the continent is created, so it's divided into four semi-equal sections. The top part is
Yeah.
completely winter, just snowy, just snow. To the east is a dense forest. To the south is a desert plain, and then to the east is just open grass fields. Um, Within the academy itself, there is the main area, the main structure centered squarely on the ground of the continent. That is the biggest portion of it. There are different like parks and stuff like that. Um, are within the academy grounds, like just how do you not a park? What the fuck do you call those? Yeah, like in at universities where you just go and there's like just fucking open.
Parking lot.
Not a parking lot, but just a bunch of green, like just fucking
I
shit.
mean, you're not wrong, but
Walmart parking lot.
Yeah. But you get what I mean. It's just like open spaces of green, just
yeah,
for
like
students to
the
go in.
ground, like the grounds almost.
Yeah, basically. And then there are shit. There's four more. There's four other like elevated like terrains above it, not directly, but sort of around the main structure, form like elevations, um, and those have you would know are reserved for like upperclassmen and most of the research stuff, like the danger shit that goes on. Um, but it's just upperclassmen. That's sort of the stuff for upperclassmen. The bottom portion is for everybody, upperclassmen, new people, and stuff like that. But yeah, the floating ones specialized, and the ground is call it more generic, like an actual school.
Actually, Vic, I have a question? If that's okay.
I have an answer. Maybe.
Yeah. Would there be like a proper sports field area for this place? Because Edwin would probably, after talking with Lilith, go, I don't know, running laps around just to keep in shape and whatnot.
I wouldn't say there's definitely like sporting events that take place here. However, I'll say most of the people that come to the academy tend to spend their time. They are training and stuff like that. So there are training grounds that are safe within like the academy that don't have to go into the testing grounds, which are different. Or the study grounds, which is in the simulacrums from last session. But yeah, so there are like just like places like fields where, if you want to call it like track and field type shit, like yeah, you can go there, go to the gym and shit like that. There are a couple sports, but they're not as big. There are other schools in the Empire that do have bigger sports and shit, and even in Credora there are different places. But the academy itself is structured around getting like cycling people in and out just to make sure that they level up essentially.
It's more about like learning than strength, basically, from what I understand.
A lot of it, yes.
Yeah, I'll probably just go somewhere to do laps. Nothing specific. Anywhere you would think would be more fitting.
Nice. And then, so yeah, Korik, where would you be?
he'd be wherever like he can go on the grounds. Are there like wild animals or things like on the outskirts or like just places where you might find animals?
There would be different places where you could probably go, but those are like outside, like academy, more into like the testing grounds, like outside where you actually go to do shit. If you're looking to train, you would probably go into this like the study grounds where it was like the simulacrums from last session with Clond.
Okay, because I feel like if there's not like any classes, he'd probably be chilling with some animals. He does
Okay.
have the
Yeah,
wild speak, but also the spells too. So.
Oh, I thought you were out hunting. Never mind. So yeah, there's plenty of
No,
like
no.
yeah.
He's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's plenty of like small creatures that'll hang around within academy grounds, and if you leave far enough into the academy before going into those dangerous portions, yeah, there's different like animal stuff. Nothing too big, nothing large, not really, but there are places that you can go and just chill with some animals. Yeah, I thought you were hunting. I was like,
He's
well, if you want to go out
definitely-
hunting and shit, you're gonna have to leave or just go to the
No. I mean, not yet. That's
Okay.
not what I'm hunting. Smile. But no, he's gonna just kind of chill with animals. He can speak with them. So part of it is he probably is kind of getting the scoop. He probably does this like every weekend. He'll kind of get the gossip from the animals, basically from what they notice around on the grounds. Because hey, they notice things that the people would not. So he's getting the scoops from them. That's his like gossip train that he's running on. And then honestly too, like he is a chill dude. So like if he's not training, he's probably out and about on the grounds where like nature is just there's a better connection to nature. Because again, he's a druid. I know he doesn't look like it, I guess, but he is a druid. So they come in all shapes and sizes.
Druid.
He looks goth, but I promise you, he is a goth druid specifically. But yeah, he's chilling on the grounds probably with wherever like the animals seem to be abundant, and he probably does this like every weekend. After classes, he goes and kind of chills with the animals and gets the gossip from them, what they've noticed and what they've heard around on the grounds, because again, they notice things that people would not. And he would love to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, you go there. Are you trying to do like a formal like investigation type thing right now?
Not per se, not unless, because he's been here how long so far?
So far, it's like halfway through the semester. We'll say 2.5 months you've been here.
Okay. I'd say he wouldn't be investigating anything unless like there have been rumors both amongst the classmates but also the animals, because again he chats with the animals every weekend. So unless you would say that he would have heard something before, he wouldn't be investigating.
Well,
but if there has been a thing, then he would be at least checking up on it.
Well, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be a secret for you. Many people have been talking and just rumors and things spreading. I'm gonna give you choices. What would you like? What would interest Enrin?
Enrin?
I mean, not Enrin. Fucking Korik. Sorry, I was reading it. I was looking at.
I don't know, occult shit. Related to that.
What would interest Korik? Would he be interested in the talk about the new freshmen that are coming in, like they came in along with him? Seem to have a bit of like draconic inclination, or would he be interested more in the oddities of certain professors? Just like this professor's kind of weird, kind of conversations.
I mean, both would sound interesting to him. He's not searching for anything in particular. He knows what his job is. He knows what the druids wanted him to do, and he knows what the other responsibilities he was given are. So, for him, all of it is useful info. I would say he probably wouldn't go out of the way to investigate on it, but he would keep himself, he would be on constant alert, but not necessarily do anything about it. More waiting to react when something goes down. So, if there's been info on the grapevine, he's kept himself in the loop. He has not been interacting in the loop. If that makes sense. So,
Okay.
no direct investigation, but he is doing what he can to keep himself aware of it, whether the animals have noticed weird things that he can piece together, or whether classmates have spoken about weird things. He keeps himself aware, but he has not acted on it yet. He was not given directions to, per se.
Okay.
He was told to be a guard and keep watch for weirdness in the academy. He's keeping watch, but until he gets concrete info, I guess would be the better way to say it. So if nothing big has happened in the 2 months, then yeah, he would not be investigating. But if something big has happened, then he would. So it's really up to you.
Yeah, I think for him, it would be, I think, with the give me an investigation actually.
Okay.
And let me see, because you are a druid. Go ahead and give it to me with advantage, because you can speak with animals, right? You actually have that.
I have the spell which he can cast as a ritual, but I also have the wild speak, which I think in the alternate druid is essentially like beast speech, or it can be used. It's not as good as like the actual spell, but
yeah, if you have the spell, it is. I know it is a ritual.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go ahead.
Alrighty.
I'll let you do that with advantage.
That is a 12.
Wow.
I have a 0 in it, so it's a flat roll.
So recently,
I am
yeah,
wisdom, baby.
these different draconic students, you would know they're not all sorcerers.
Okay.
They're not all sorcerers based. Different students have come in here. Just some of them speaking of that. Oh yeah, my dad, he had an encounter, like him and his friends, like they brought back some like draconic stuff that they found, and like I have it now. Like some of them come with like certain items that they claim to be of draconic influence. Some of them come with power. Some of them come with powers that they explain being of a certain lineage. Most of them seem to there's a different types, right? Some of them you would know from some of the upperclassmen. Yeah, there's a certain lineage that this family is connected to this sort of draconic bloodline. Yes, these fighters do have a connection to this sort of like small guild, go by the draconic sort of stuff. Just different things, right? Not all of them being dragonborn, not all of them being dragon sorcerers, but a lot of students are coming in here with different flavors to their magic or their martial arts that denote dragons. With that 12, you can't quite find a through line. The animals, as you're speaking to them, they're just like speaking this to you, not finding anything too interesting to connect the dots. So it would be you having to look into it yourself or instruct these animals to look out for something that connects them all. It would be a different rule.
I think he can. I need to find the. I think I did prepare the spell. Is it? Hold on, let me look for my spells. 1 second. Did I? Oh no, I did not prepare that, so never mind. He probably would have in the past, but no.
Well, in the future, should you wish to use your animals for this sort of thing, you can send them out, and if you have a spell that'll help you with that, you use the spell. If not, you can just persuade the animals. It'll be a persuasion roll to see how well they take your instruction, essentially. Find a through line along, like, with them as your, like, informants. But yeah, so far that does stick out to you, the fact that there's a lot of these different dragon flavored students coming in with all sorts of different backgrounds. And the class that you joined in with seems to be a lot more than the upperclassmen.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Would the because he has Korg has 2 masters. With his work from the second master, would he be aware of the connection? Not like explicitly, but would he know that the Draconic theme stuff seems to happen a lot when dealing with the other people he works with? Smile?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry?
Above table, and I guess to explain it above table, I guess, because it's hard for me to like word it, I guess, without spoilers. Essentially, would he know that the connection to the Draconic stuff would Korik, because he's worked indirectly with his other boss? Does he know of the connection that, like, hey, that's probably them, but he doesn't know the details? Or could he assume, since he's probably done work with them?
You can definitely assume. I'm not going to stop you from assuming. The main question here, and I'm not going to answer this for you, but just a question for Korik to keep in mind. Is this part of the plan? That's the question.
Yeah.
And what exactly
that is a
is, and what exactly is the purpose of it, if it is, right? So that is the question to go by. You can infer whatever you like about what these different students are here for. But yeah, as you are playing a bit of this over, you start to hear some footsteps starting to approach. You look over, and this is a new day, and you see Travis walking over to you. As he walks over, it's the white dragonborn, like the stocky built guy. He walks over.
The jock of the group.
Korik, hi. How are you doing? I didn't know you hung out
got,
here.
like an owl, or not, like a bird kind of sitting on his shoulder that he's been chatting with the whole time in Wild Song. So unless Travis knows Wild Song, he probably would have heard like just random sort of like a language going back and forth.
You don't see a bird with him, but you do see a dog with him, as he has like a canine walking alongside him. No leash, just walking with step beside him. He walks up. Korik, I didn't know you hung out around here. I thought, and he looks. You see him like point.
I want to insight that.
Question. Yeah. Go ahead and give me an insight. As he says, I thought you'd probably be over on those areas. Give me an insight.
21.
21. An insight. You see him. He definitely didn't expect to see you here. You'll know that not a lot of like druid people hang out in these open areas. There is a certain sect of like certain area where a lot of the druid people, which aren't a lot of them, like to congregate together and just chill. But you
Okay.
haven't gone there because they are very much specifically from actual druid places, and it's a bit precarious, or it can be. Um, so you've managed to stay away from those for a while. You know of them, but you've managed to stay away from them for a bit. You might go in the future, who knows? But yeah, he looks over. I thought you'd probably be over along with them. Kevin likes to hang out over there. How you been? Sorry, last time we saw each other wasn't quite the welcome I thought I'd have. How you been?
It's no problem. As he's like probably feeding a couple of seeds to like a bird on his shoulder as he's like sitting under like one of the trees or like one of the areas. It's no problem. Class was finished and it's the days off. I'm planning to hang around here and maybe go do some training in a little bit. But I've been doing fine. How are all of you doing, especially since yesterday?
Well, Kevin was a bit shaken up, just it's, embarrassed, really, more than anything. Calmed him down. He's doing fine. He's actually over there, and where I thought you might be over there as well. Not that I thought you might be over there. It's odd not seeing druids on that side. They like to go there, according to Kevin, anyway. But the girls are fine. Yelena has been with Janet for the best. She's with her. So, say, you seem, if you don't mind my saying, bit of a traveler. It seems like you, pardon me, but I don't think you quite have the aura of somebody who's, how do I say this, sheltered too much. I've known a couple of people who've been out on the road and have gone out on hunts, for lack of a better word. You give me that sort of impression as somebody who's actually had some first-hand experiences outside of these safe halls. You'll find a lot of the students, and I'm sure you've found it by now, that a lot of the people here, at least the younger folk, and you take a good look at Travis now, and he seems to be like in his late 20s, early 30s type Dragonborn. Like he's a bit of like a middle age, like approaching middle age type guy. It's just for someone that I'm assuming. Don't if you're older than this, then correct me. But druids seem to age a lot slower. You look like not a day older than 22, my guy. Like it's odd to get that feeling from somebody young like that.
Well, I can't speak for. I refuse to speak for others in my order regarding such details, but I can say that's probably because not even amongst druids, not all of us are hardened from conflict. I won't speak for Kevin, but you know him better than I do, so correct me if I am mistaken, but I don't think he's been involved in any of the conflicts, at least not familiar with them himself within the strata.
But no, he is not.
That'll do it then.
He is. He's a kind
Druids-
soul. He's dedicated most of his life to just trying to help people. He's actually a researcher here, or trying to be one. He helps with certain studies. He's a bit of a bookworm, really. Never quite understand what he wants to say a lot of the times. It's a bunch of magical jargon for me. I just came here just to get a better grasp on my abilities to go get back on the road. Speaking of which, I think
Oh, well,
since I have you here, would you mind accompanying me? I've been trying to find somebody to help me out with something. I've sort of been stuck and been sort of on a plateau in terms of my practical classes. Seems like you've got some experience out on the road. Would you mind tagging along? I was thinking of reserving one of the simulacrums for possibly tomorrow, I think. Would you be down for that?
that depends. What is it?
Well, me and a couple of other students, we were going to petition one of the professors to allow us the simulacrum just to tighten up some of our formations and such. Some of the other students have been sort of lagging behind, and I kind of wanted to help them a bit, but I also kind of want to further my own, and they're not up to par, really, but I feel like you might help me, if I may be so bold to say. Would you be willing to join us?
He's thinking for a moment as he like probably hands a couple more seeds to like another bird that probably is like flitting down next to him, and he tosses a couple seeds out to them. Thinking for a good couple seconds as he's like pondering this. Well, I think I mean it never hurts to try. I can help.
Great. Well, if you want to come along, we can go reserve. They're not too far from here. I was thinking of going, walking my dog here, and you see him like the dog is like, it's a husky. It's like beautiful fur. And yeah, I was just gonna give her a walk, and then when I'm back, just ask one of the professors. But we can go right now if you don't mind.
Sure. He
Great.
like gathers his stuff and kind of adjusts his equipment, like the sickle and the shield and his pack, and then yeah, I mean he'll follow. He would chat with the dog for a minute as they're walking by, because it's always fun to hear what a person's pet thinks of them.
Yeah.
Do you want to RP the husky? Do you?
I was about to, yeah. You stand up and you start walking along with Travis. The way, this is Genesis, and you know she's quite a sweet dog, really. Do you decide to speak with Genesis?
I do. I want to hear what the pet has to say. I love playing druids. You said her name was what?
Genesis.
Yes. Okay. So, what do you think of your owner? He'll say in the wild song with the spell, kind of elaborating his meaning to her.
Owner? You're gonna have to get your
Your
ear
friend.
checked, buddy. This is my partner in crime. Fuck you mean, owner?
Feisty. Feisty ones are the best, as they say.
What accent does the husky has, by the way?
I didn't even think of a fucking accent. Shit, what accent would be funny?
Canadian.
I'm not doing Canadian.
Russian husky. Ruski
I'm-
husky.
I'm just gonna stick to
The
talking.
Ruski.
I'm just gonna stick to talking. I don't fucking know. I did not think of an accent for her, and I feel weird just coming up with one now.
Just for reference, I'm gonna do this a lot, Vic. I'm playing a druid, so I hope you're prepared for animal
Oh,
shenanigans, because I
I'm
enjoy
prepared.
animal spells.
I'm prepared for that. I just didn't have an accent prepared for Genesis.
We've caught him
Okay.
in one mistake so far.
Yeah, you see her, and like she gives you a quick sniff. Give me a perception check.
I sure can. That's a 23.
Damn.
You see her,
I have,
and
I have 20 wisdom. I invested in all the wisdom skills.
you see her sniffing, and you notice that she starts to sort of slowly but surely, like she goes from walking. You're walking to Travis's left. You see her from walking in between you guys to walking like in between his legs to walking to the right side. You don't know why.
Yeah, I can assume. I probably
And
smell like death to her, or well, what I am, but I'm not gonna say that in chat.
what are you? And who are you? I'm sorry. I know he invited you, but why are you talking to me? What do you want?
Well, I find animals are typically nicer than people most of the time. It's why I was out here.
How about fuck you for nice?
Oh, okay. I would not say the same, cause I'm taken.
Good for you. So am I. Fuck off.
I like Genesis. I think we found one of our new besties.
As you guys keep walking, for the moment, I'm gonna ask Klond. As you are, is there anything you have been given an office here in the academy? Is there anything you are filling out? Anything that you would like to conduct any sort of research within your office, or any conversations with any of the people you've met so far? What would he be doing right now while this is happening during the middle of the day?
Recently given some new abilities, right? I was recently, before this all happened, given new breeding forms that I have not gotten to try, right?
Breathing forms, yes.
I would have assumed he would have practiced those while practicing, probably out on the grounds, just exploring.
Okay, so you would be in one of the simulacrums then.
No, I since I had done the breath form, probably had used the breath forms when we last left off during the intro. I would probably be out exploring currently.
Okay, so in the middle of the day, you'd be. Where would you like to go?
You know what? We can make it a roll. I'd like to make it a roll. He has no real anywhere really in mind at this point. Trying to
Go ahead and roll it. So go ahead, give me an investigation roll.
What? A dirty 20. That was almost a nat.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you start to roam around the campus. Is there anything in particular that you wish to look out for as you are essentially walking around? You do also start to notice, very much so, different signatures of draconic influence from a lot of the students. Much like you were told from the South Tower Tower Master. There
I've been
are
keeping an eye open. probably why I came and investigate and keep like possible secrets that are hidden in plain sight amongst city or the academy, while also kind of just listening in to nations that go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with that 20, once again, you do manage to see that, yes, there are a bunch of these draconic influences among the freshmen, and it is quite alarming. With that 20, give me a perception with advantage.
23.
23. You find you overhear a couple of students just talking with each other. It's like, hey, like, there's a bunch of like dragon people here, like, as well. I think, like, uh, I was about to say Travis and Genesis because I just said their names, but they're not part of it. Julian, Julian seems to be like amping up his dragon powers recently, or with different students. Seems like these students that have these small hints, or at the very least, those students that have proclaimed themselves to have some sort of draconic influence bestowed upon them. It seems that a lot of students are talking about them in a way that it seems those students are progressing a lot faster in both their theory and practical classes. And it seems like it, by the context of the conversation, seems to be a bit of an exponential thing going. As you're walking around, you end up coming across two figures as they are walking towards you as you're making your way outside of like the public places and just sort of keeping yourself to exploring more of the academy grounds. You see a dragonborn, and believe you have elven ears or some shit. Yeah, like
Yes.
this elven man walking towards you. As you see this young white dragonborn, or this white dragonborn rather, not quite young. He looks over at you and says, "Oh, Professor, I." He looks at your outfit and says, "Are you the new TA for? Are you the new TA for Professor Mr. Dorton?"
Yes.
It is.
I'm Clon Bevis. What?
Ah.
You need some help with something?
Yes, actually. I was about to go into the offices, but I see and you see him like look down at your robes, and you are right now wearing the uniform, but more specifically, you have the ring now, and now that you have one, you'll notice that the TAs have the ring band is of a certain color, and the gem housed within it denotes the professor. And so he looks at it. Professor Dorton. Yeah, we were just going up to the offices to see if we could reserve one of the simulacrums for tomorrow. Will that be okay? Is there any open spots for tomorrow?
I looked them over. Is there any just what kind of writings they have? Whether they're more arcane and they excel at both Eco's character and the Dragonborn.
Travis. Yeah. Travis the Dragonborn. He looks like a stocky build. And if you want to describe how your character looks physically, Korik, but in terms of their arcane affinity, that will have to be an Arcana check.
Yeah. For Korik, he's thin, so he's not necessarily he's not built, it seems like, for physical combat. But he does have a shield and some sort of scythe at his hip worn. He does have armor. He doesn't look like a pure fighter, but at a distance, you can't tell necessarily what he does.
And I have one question that I gotta clarify. Do I have to when they reserve a room? Does a TA or a teacher have to be there monitoring?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, sure, but do you mind if I spectate?
I don't mind. He looks over at you, Korik. I don't know. It's not usually. I mean, not usual for one of the TAs to spectate, but I mean, you're welcome to. At least on my account, Korik. Would you be okay with that?
He shrugs.
I know it's not usual. It's just I'm new here, and I used to be adventurer, and I'm always been seeing everyone fighting styles. It might also help me teach you better if I have a class with you.
Right. That makes sense, actually. Yeah. No, it should be perfectly fine. I think that could work.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom save, Korik.
Oh God.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Okay.
We're starting off strong, boys. I was gonna check for insight, but I guess we're doing a save. Okay.
This is not a one and done mechanic, baby. This is
I know.
We're doing
I
this.
expected more. I just didn't expect it first thing. So let's see how this goes. He said a wisdom save. 23
Okay,
has been
good.
my magic number. That still might fail, I think, but let's find out.
Oh, will it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, who knows?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You just hear in the back of your skull a voice. I think we might want to stick close to this one. He smells quite familiar. I don't know why.
Oh boy. Because he's super murderous.
She smells that Grindel on you.
For the
I
next
was about to say
She
that.
smells Grendel on me.
She smells
Oh
that-
no!
She smells that Grendel perfume on you.
No,
you
not
said-
Grendel.
So you succeeded, so you're not compelled to follow.
Thank God.
But you may choose to do so. As you hear that in the back of your skull. Yeah, so if we can reserve for tomorrow, it'd be great. One of the bigger ones, I think, with you, Korik, it's going to be it's going to be a total of 5, well, I guess 6 now with you, Professor. So 6 people in the simulacrum. I think one of the larger ones might suit us better, if that's okay.
That should be fine. I don't think there is any of the bigger ones right now, but I will double check.
That would.
The hell is that?
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Everything okay?
Everyone okay? Because I'm fine over here on my end.
That wasn't me. I think that was
Someone ate shit.
Goomba or Tem.
It wasn't me.
It might be me. I have something's wrong with my fucking headphones. I keep losing sound in my left ear.
It sounded like you dropped a pill bottle or something.
Yeah.
Fucking flicking one of my my wires.
I thought it was Gorgolon. Because I heard
You hear
her
something like
mess
this?
with dishes earlier. No?
I don't know.
No,
honestly.
Reaper wouldn't be
I
doing.
guess we'll never know.
Reaper wouldn't be doing dishes while doing India.
I'm
I
trying to
swear I
think.
heard dishes earlier.
You could have heard dishes coming from the kitchen that's by my room, but
Yeah,
Probably.
if you were hearing
I'm in the
anything,
kitchen,
you
but I
were
was in
hearing
the, that was at the
their
start
mom
of
or their
Yeah.
they were hearing you were hearing their mom do dishes because you can often hear
Yeah,
the background.
it was well. Yeah, it was well before.
Yeah, how good is your
Mining
milk
Goombas.
detector, Tim?
Let's just say that none of my friends' moms have been safe from my charms.
hot.
Look, I can't help it that they asked me to go dance with them.
I can't dance for shit.
Neither
yeah.
can I, but that
choose
doesn't
not
stop them from
to.
asking.
I don't have
It was-
legs, I lost them.
Oh, it was hilarious when my best friend's mom asked me to dance and she was texting the wrong person.
Did you dance though?
She wants to. Because it's messing with my buddy. But granted, his
And-
mom's insufferable, and I was like her.
Anyway, yeah. Trevor's like, great. I guess, well, that was a lot easier. Great. And at this point, you also see behind you guys, Klon, you see Miss Blaze starting to approach as she walks over. Oh my gosh, Klon, here you are.
Hello,
Hello.
fine day to you too.
Hi. Students. This should be fine. Anyway, so Professor Darton, he was wondering if you would be free later on today. I'm so sorry. He wants to make sure you're good to go for lessons starting Monday.
Yeah.
Give me an insight. And so he wants to see you later today just to make sure you're good to go.
God,
That's hilarious.
You got no idea. So, if you could please just in one of the teacher simulacrums, he wants to show you some of the specific things that it can do for the bigger ones. Just later on today, and
That
she
works
gives
out
you a time.
That works out
And yeah.
perfectly. I'll be in helping these students out with one of the bigger ones. So
Wow, that's actually great. Then I think maybe that should be fine. If you need any help for that, let me know. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it's okay. Let me know if anything comes up. Just don't be afraid to let me know. You'll be fine.
I should be free. I doubt I have anything going on. I'm just primarily gonna explore it.
I hope so. It was nice seeing y'all. Travis, hi. You mentioned something earlier about. Wait, no, you just said you were helping the students, so you already reserved it. Great. Okay, so that makes sense. I'm just catching up now. Wonderful. So that's all.
I will see
Good
you
luck.
later. You have a good day.
Good luck. And she walks off.
Hold on. Good luck. What do you mean? Is he gonna take out his? Is he gonna try whacking me?
She's gone.
Wouldn't you like to know? Bye.
Yeah, she's gone.
I shake my head and I look at the two students in front of me and I'm like, have you ever been whacked by the teacher? I'm now by the professor I'm now assisting. I don't know if I agree with his methods.
I was gonna ask Miss Blaze originally. I don't like asking Mr. Dorton.
Don't blame
Well,
you.
So, to your answer, yes. And
Fair
then,
enough. Just
Coric,
know I
give
won't go
me-
easy on you guys if you guys do go step out of line, but I will not fucking hit you.
Corey, give me what would be cool. Give me an athletics or acrobatics.
For
Just roll
I was
athletics.
listening, but I'm not.
I'll tell you why.
Wait, all acrobatics because I have 0 strength. Not the worst. 17.
17. You've been hit by the professor before. Not as many times as some of the other students, but you know it hurts. A lot.
Oh boy.
But you're not the worst student in the class. That's for sure.
Oh boy, here we go again. He like mumbles under his breath, like, "Oh boy."
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what that was about with Miss Blaze. But like, good luck, I guess. Thank you for the room.
Yep, I will see you tomorrow. I'll meet you right outside of the building heading up there.
He looks at you, Court. I guess I'll see you tomorrow then. That was a lot faster than I thought. Great.
Agreed.
Yeah. We caught you, teacher. I'm gonna go. Clond. Pleasure. Thank you, Clond. It's weird. I'm gonna go finish my walk with Genesis. I guess now I can do that. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll see you tomorrow, Cork. And yeah, Travis walks off.
Stay safe and have a good day.
Yeah. Give me an Arcana, Clond.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, my thing is just being weird. I can't roll my characters for some reason, and I can't roll anywhere else. The page is being.
With your previous investigation check around the school, just sort of listening in to different students and going over different descriptors that you've heard, like the briefing that you got, you managed to determine that although he is a dragonborn, it doesn't and definitely has some draconic signatures to him. You're not finding any obvious markers for him to connect him to the other students that are a bit of oddities from the freshmen. At least not obviously. But you're not quite sure just yet.
Henceforth, why I said, can I spectate? Klon's just trying to get an in with the students as well as anyone else he can, and also spectating them. He has to fight any of them. He wants to be prepared.
Goomba isn't feeling well, so he wants to dip.
Okay. That's perfectly fine,
That's perfect.
Goomba.
Yeah, I've got only an hour left myself.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Oh, he didn't hear friend. I'm gonna tell him get well or else.
Yeah, as Travis leaves, you hear in the back of your head, work. I'm not quite sure why. Something smells fishy about him. He shouldn't have this scent. I think this is why they sent us here. I think we just found our next playmate. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
No response from Korik, but like because I assume we're all like splitting off basically at this point since it's all like prepped for tomorrow. So Korik's probably walking away from the other two, but there's the slightest sort of like this like the edge of his lips curl up just a little bit. As well. Just a little bit.
Can I ask above table, what is the scent he's getting off? Like, is this
I know,
because
but I
of,
can't say.
is it because of Grendel? Is it because of Grendel? Like, legit?
I will let you think about that and theorize about that because that's more fun for me.
It's on a need-to-know basis.
So give me all the theories you want, baby. I love it. Keep it
It's
coming.
either he smells the Fae on me, they smell Grendel on me, or it could be tied to something with heat and everything that I came to the three. Or Tico, or it could be Tico, could be. Because Drew was part of the Drew. Yeah, no, it could be that they're smelling.
Yeah.
Smart.
As we pull from there, we find ourselves. The carriage has left, and you're now walking in Oryx into the academy alongside Natasha Turk. As she looks over at you, I haven't been here in a while. Do you remember where the library is? I think that might be smart. As you see her looking around, terrified to interact with these people right now. Remember where it is?
Character, I don't remember where the library is, but I think he would.
He would, yeah.
Yeah. He'll say, yes, I do know where the library is.
Great. Let's go, if you don't mind. And yeah, you walk alongside her while events are happening. Walk over to the library. It is there where you find yourself. There's this vast fucking library, like it's its own fucking building, almost cathedral-like in size. So many fucking books. You are greeted by a. It looks to be a student, just simply wearing library robes. She seems to be like a part-time student here at the library. You see this young little Haragon bunny girl. She's over at the counter. You walk up and she says, "Hi, can I help you? Is there anything that that I can help you find today?" You see Natasha look over at you, and she like passes over a note at you with just the name Octavio Dalton. Like, she doesn't want to interact with people. She just passes a note over to you. It's like, name.
Okay. So Oryx will say to her, like, we're looking for books on the Age of Kings with relation to Octavia Dalton.
Oh, I believe that's the Forgotten King? No, that's somebody different. Sorry. I have a bit of fascination with the Age of Kings. There's so many. I'm not gonna bore you. This way. And you see her move out. As she leads you to a separate part of the wing. And I noticed that you're not students. Do you have any identification with you? I might be able to grant you back access to some of our restricted section, restricted from students, but might be able to grant you access. Do you have any sort of ID on you? You see Natasha produces her badge. Do you produce your own?
I was not aware of having one, but if I do have one, I will present it.
You present it. So she looks at it. Oh wow, you guys work for the North Tower. That's fun. Okay. So great. So this is our uh school approved section. Um, I'm sure you might already know the stuff that's in there. So I yeah, let me show you to the back part, and you see her. She leads you back. Um, and she unlocks this door as she moves past it, and you see as she like sticks her hand a little bit through the doorway, it sort of like bends, and she's like, right, like there's a force field. She's not allowed past it. Um, right. These should be fine for you to go past it. If you don't have them, you won't be able to go through. Um, if there's anything, there should be a couple of bells scattered around. One. It'll notify one of the lore keepers to come and aid you. Is there anything else I can help you with? Sorry. My name is Janet. Is there anything else I can help you with while you're here? You guys seem to be on official business. It's yeah.
Orcs will respond to her saying, we should be good. We're here to do some research.
Great. Great. And she goes ahead and leaves you to walk in. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll, if you will, with advantage since you have Natasha with you.
That is 28.
That is a 28. How? Okay. Shit. So yeah, as you're looking through this, you find in the Age of Kings, you find the kingdom of Octavio Dalton. His kingdom didn't last too long relative to the others during this age, as his kingdom seemed to rise and fall within like a couple decades, nearing the end of the age. However, something you do find now that you have context from your dig sites.
Oh, do you want me to mute while I'm typing?
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for the clicky clack, just so I know that you're able to like follow along.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Yeah, you're fine.
I was just writing his kingdom rose and fell quickly compared to other kingdoms of the time.
Okay, cool. I just didn't want to overwhelm you with it. I was like, oh shit, they're typing. I don't want to overwhelm them. Yeah, with the context now that you have from the dig site, and there's more yet to come. They're still looking over certain things, but with that 28, which is fucking insane.
No, that was a base roll of 12. I have the fucking D8 modifier and 9 because of my proficiency.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. With that, you find a bit of context for what might solidify a couple of options for their eternal youth. The first one, which seems a bit more outlandish, is they had some sort of temporal affinities, which is odd. Like, it's a possibility, but you would know that the first sort of temporal magics to be created were here at the academy by one of the headmasters. So that, like, first official temporal spell, like chronomancy, essentially. So any sort of temporal affinity before that was not only like exceptionally rare, but those who were rumored to have it didn't live very long or weren't really known to history that well. So that one seems a bit of a stretch. The other thing, based on the theory of the students denoting the name Octavio as part of their draconic lineage and such, there is some there's some context, historical context, for Octavio Dalton to have, at the very least, some strong draconic lineage himself. Whether he himself might have been a dragon, that still requires a bit more looking into. But not out of the question. It actually kind of solidifies a little bit that there might be some draconic influence in his rule, at the very least. And lastly, there is some suggestion that his specialties in magics allowed him to live, or at the very least look, a lot younger that he appeared to be. Based on the context from the dig site that you recently went to, Endis 28, you would know that he would specialize, or he was at least known contextually to specialize in transmutation and necrotic magic.
Wiggity claggity.
I've been typing this whole time.
I love this sound so much.
You know, there's people out there
I've
who
got
don't
that.
like.
I keep trying to spell Canadian English, and it's not letting me. It's telling me it's incorrect.
Well, Canadian English isn't correct. I don't know what you're talking about.
There are people out there who will say that the mechanical keyboards sound awful.
So what I have noted
It's so
down
cool.
is his kingdom rose and fell quickly compared to other kingdoms of the time.
Yes.
And that his eternal youth could either be temporal or draconic in nature.
Mm-hmm.
There is historical context indicating draconic lineage of Octavio.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is some evidence suggesting his specialty in magic allowed him to look younger than he appeared, and he was known to specialize in transmutation and necrotic magic.
Yep. Basically, you have 3 different options narrowed down, and the draconic lineage thing seems to be solidified a little bit, but not necessarily explained outright. So yeah, you managed to find that. It takes you a couple of hours of research here, as you see Natasha. That's interesting. See here, it denotes his transmutation magic, but in other accounts from different sources, it's never denoted for him to be any sort of wizard. Do you think he might have been a sorcerer?
Oryx will say, from what I've seen in from this research and my experience in the recent dig site, I'm not entirely sure what his magical nature could have been.
Think about it. I mean, based on the dig site, I mean, it seemed like he was a bit of a bit of a warrior. I mean, his last where we found a lot of the equipment, it seemed to be a bit of like a throne room type place. It seemed like a last stand. I mean, we didn't find any archaic anomalies. Not really. So, I mean, I always thought he was like a fighter or something, like good with swords. But if he was a sorcerer or an arcane wielder at the very least, that might explain why he was so young. But see, this is the part that bothers me though. It says here that he was known to speak with close allies in their own language. But it doesn't say anything other than that. It's just, it seemed to be like, I mean, to me, originally, I thought it would be like, yeah, it's just a way to keep secrets and keep conversations private. But if you compare it to this, and she creates an illusion with her hand, and you see her recreate a couple of the stone glyphs that you guys uncovered. If you see this, I mean, most of the language here is draconic in nature, which is fine. I mean, most of the language written down for arcane spells and such are written in draconic, but with the amount of time it took us to decipher some of these, I think our secret language is Old Draconic. Give me a history check.
Okay. History check. 33.
33. Old Draconic is not a new concept for you.
Yeah.
This is much like language nowadays, IRL. English has evolved in a bunch of different ways. You have the old English, you have your shitty Canadian English, and then you have your good American English. Like, it's just different varieties, right? And over time, language evolves. Old Draconic in this context would denote the original Draconic language, or the closest thing to original Draconic tongue, which Draconic tongue is also a thing, like Dragon tongue. But that's more of a dead language. That's more of, you don't speak it really. It's mainly just reserved for in just references to. There hasn't really been an alphabet made for it. But Old Draconic, that has an alphabet, or is something close to it, and is the closest to Dragon tongue that one can find. So somebody who would have any sort of speaking of Old Draconic would be incredibly fucking wise, smart, or old.
Yeah.
Or all above. That's odd, don't you think?
Oryx will say it is quite odd, indeed. Back in that time, however, it may have been more common.
I mean, maybe. But then why would they call it a secret language? I mean, maybe his kingdom didn't speak it. I know the Imperial family can speak it. I mean, they keep records of it. It's no that part is no secret. But not a lot of people actually know Old Draconic. Even Dragonborn don't know Old Draconic, a lot of them. It's... What do you think? Do you actually think the king was some sort of dragon ancestor? Do you think he's actually, or maybe he's got an offspring or something? Do you think his lineage lives on? I mean,
can I roll a history check, like relating to like dragons and their nature?
Yeah. I'll say
Oryx's current theory is that, like, because there were both indications of martial prowess and magical prowess, that it's likely that he was himself a dragon, and I'm trying to check if he would have that knowledge to use for that.
That would be a nature check.
Okay. 24.
Fuck you, dog. Oh my god.
You let him play that class.
I did.
I brought it up, and you're like, it's a little OP, but nothing I can't work with.
There's nothing I can't work with. No, it's just one, like, oh my god, I've never seen so many good rolls in a row. Yeah. I'll say there's no concrete evidence, but as far as you know, dragons are sturdy enough to be physical fighters Um, but not all of them have the arcane knowledge or affinity to take on a human form.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And human is what Octavio Dalton was presumably, like he ruled as a king. He in the history books and whatever, he was human, right? So if we're talking about a dragon, they had enough arcane knowledge to disguise themselves as such.
Okay. So that would be what like Oryx says is like, given like the evidence of the martial prowess and the arcane prowess, it could be likely that Octavio himself was a dragon and that he was transmuted as a human during his rule.
Yeah, well, even if he was, how would his name live on? I mean, there's no record of any offspring. He was married, but nothing. I mean, again, there's no record of them bearing children. How is his name living on in a context of dragon lineage when he himself didn't survive? I don't think.
Oryx will respond saying like, well, there's always a chance that they could have happened upon some old texts. But other than that, the possibility that he's still alive isn't impossible.
If you don't mind, Oryx, I think I'd like to stay here in the library. I'll look more into the histories of him and what might, if I can pick up any clues, because I mean, honestly, in the time today, we've sort of run through most of the history that we know of his kingdom. We just uncovered more, so we've got more knowledge than these books right now. But I kind of want to stay. I'll look into what happened next. See if there's anything that I might be able to shine some light on. I think you should go talk to some professors. Maybe you might be able to get closer to some of the faculty here. I think looking into the students might be a way to go. Agnes didn't tell us anything about joining the teachers, so I'm assuming we're free to roam around, correct?
Oryx will say, like, I don't believe he said to do anything specifically. He just wanted us to investigate.
Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, why would the students know that name? It's not a common name. Oh. Tell you what, I'll stay here. I'll look over some of these history books. There should be. I think my old professor still works here. I'll give you his. I'll try to reach out to him. See if he can, at the very least, I don't know, maybe put a good word in for you to maybe look at some of the administration records for some of the new students. I think what's best for us right now is to wait on some of the results from the dig site and then cross-reference them with these books here. I think in the meantime, I think I'd very much appreciate it if you can at the very least look to see what students proclaiming that name, and if there's any. I think. What do you think? Do you think the martial ones that are claiming Draconic or the arcane ones that are claiming Draconic would be more interesting?
Oryx would say probably the marshals, because the arcane ones, one would assume that they could have done the research on it, but as far as marshals, you don't really see them like going into ruins and reading ancient texts and such.
Okay.
Classist.
Okay. So go ahead and do that. See if you can get an in into administration records. I'll talk to my old professor, see if he can let you in, or at least help you. And we'll go from there. I think this is gonna be fun. With that, what before she has to send out a letter to her old professor, but does Oryx wish to maintain himself here within the library, or would you like to go out and just try to listen in and investigate the students from a distance yourself?
Yeah, I think he would do that while waiting.
And go investigate or wait in the library?
Investigate.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Okay. 23.
23. Yeah, you go out. You manage to find yourself in like this dining hall. And you look around and you see a bunch of these students who are like, they look built, like they look like physical fighters. Great in their practical studies. And a lot of the freshmen, a lot of the younger folk here, they seem to come in with a shit ton of tattoos. It's not odd to see tattoos, but you start to notice different patterns. With that 23, a lot of how people nowadays will be stupid enough to write Chinese on their person, and
I will remind you, I know like 8 languages.
Yes, and they're like, oh, I was like, oh, what does that say? It says, Dragon of the West, some bullshit, and you put it through Google Translate, and it says, ramen 99 cents, and it's like, dude, what the fuck?
I love that.
And it's like you see some students, they're walking around and they have these like draconic symbols on them a lot of the time. Some of them have different other languages like tattooed on them, some like images and stuff like that. So their tattoos are not odd. However, with that 23, you do manage to see a couple of them, and you start to notice where it goes from somebody fucked up their translation of what they wanted to say in Draconic, and the people who have Draconic, it says the correct thing, but the spelling is weird. That 23 doesn't give you everything, but you start to notice where it's like the spelling is weird. Some of the places you find the tattoos, like there's like some people are like they just got that tattoo and they're like showing it off to some friends, right? You get some of those, and even those sometimes look a little weird. It's like in between your fingers, dude. Like, what are you trying to do? Cheat on a test? Like, yeah, dude, it's fucking like just like draconic writing and just shit like that, right? With that 23, you manage to spot different like idiosyncrasies that go around like that, and you start to differentiate where it's just a stupid person trying to be smart with their like thing, or somebody that fucked up the translation, versus somebody who has a interesting tattoo. It's not elaborate and they're not wrong, but it's just odd. With that concludes the next day. Ah, dang it. Enren is not here, so we're gonna have to skip today. As go over to Lilith. Nearing the
Question,
end of the
if you
day.
have plans to my stuff, it should be to do it like now, like.
You're fine. For your thing, we're gonna start kicking things off really rapid, exponentially every session. So next session it'll be some interesting shit. But for you, Claude, all I'll say is actually, yeah, we'll finish. We'll go with you first. It is starting to approach, like the end of the day.
I meant to sing with
You've
Kiko
gone.
and them.
You've gone around. You've already spoken with Korik. You've walked around. You've gotten accustomed. You've gotten familiar with the school grounds. Is there some place you would like to go to or give a second look to before heading back to the office to pick up your things and go back home? Is there anything you wish to do before that?
Was there anything I noticed on the grounds that might be a good area to go? If not, if I did not, then I had probably.
Okay. So far you haven't seen too many areas per se, but you with your investigation, you have sort of heard just the different rumors. Just these new freshmen think they're hot shit. Like their power over the semester, the course of the semester. Like these students that have been coming in with these like grandeurs and stuff, seem to be actually getting better over the course of the semester. A lot of students don't want to recognize it, saying they're fucking cheating or sleeping with the professors or shit like that. But you have heard consistently that a lot of these students seem to be slowly but surely, and more recently, a bit more exponentially, growing in both their like practical studies. So some of them are like have been getting a lot stronger. Like that was like a wimp at the beginning of the semester. Right now, he's fucking like the dude's beating the shit out of people. And the like the wizard type people or the sorcerers, their magic before like they throw out like a firebolt. Before it was like a little spark that they would throw out and it would catch some flame. Now they throw it out, and not only does it work like a regular firebolt, you're catching like different conversations where it's like, I think like they're trying to mistake a fucking first level spell for a cantrip, like, but it's still a cantrip. It's just there's a bit of extra juice, and students think they're cheating by upcasting or something like that. You just find different things like that as you take your time during the day to explore as much of the school as you can. As you start heading back to your office just to pick up some of your things and take them back to your room, go ahead and roll a d4.
Is that a D?
It's the first one.
4. How fun. Okay. Awesome. As you're walking by, you see a couple of students like walking away from like the simulacrum area, and it's not too odd. But you go in, you start packing your things, and then as you're walking out, you hear doors open in that direction, and some footsteps like quickly running away from you. Like they're not approaching you, they're just running away. Do you wish to investigate any further?
Yeah. That seems weird.
Not from you, just away from your direction. But yeah, you head over to the area, as there's no longer really anybody in this building. Any footsteps seem to echo quite far in these open halls. As you approach the simulacrum, give me a perception check, real quick.
18.
You go by and they all seem closed. Wait. No. You look at one of the student ones, and you see it's left slightly ajar, almost like somebody put tape in the door lock thingy. I forget what the fuck that's called, but it's somebody put tape on the door, type thing.
Is it one of the bigger ones?
It is one of the bigger ones, yes.
Is it the one that that the people have reserved for tomorrow?
No.
I'm still gonna go in and investigate a bit.
You walk in, and yeah, I mean it's empty. There's nothing activated at the moment.
Is there a way to tell what was last activated?
You go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
17.
17. You activate the last known simulation, and it seems to just be a dungeon. Give me an investigation check.
18.
Yeah, it seems to be a dungeon. Nothing too odd. From what you heard, a lot of different students, they go through these courses where they learn how to dungeon crawl, how to map certain things. This specific simulation seems to be one of the ones where the floor itself has a bit of gravity to it, so when you move, the simulation moves around you to simulate your footsteps, but you never actually move too far from where you're stepping unless it's part of like a combat or something like that, right?
I didn't know whether or not the
professor is not in his office. You wouldn't know right now. Would have left by now.
Can I get into his office?
You can try.
Like, do I have a key to get into his office?
You do not have a key into his office.
Okay,
no.
I'll make a mental note of this. I will remove the stopper that's keeping the thing open, shut down the visualization, and make a mental note of this and what the dungeon looks like, and ask if someone was scheduled for around this time, or when the last person was, and what their how long they were supposed to be in there. And I'll make a note of all of this, so that way tomorrow when I see the professor, I can ask and check.
As you take care of this, you go over. So you're gonna wait for tomorrow. So right now, just to clarify, you are in the simulation room. The professor's office is nowhere near you right now. So you're just taking notes of everything that's in here. Would you like to go towards the professor's office?
Yeah, I'll head past to the professor's office, just to make sure no one's snooping in there either. But I'll have made notes of everything, and so I can check in with the professor, with professor and his other assistant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go over to his office, and much like expected, it is locked. You just hear, just outside the door, you hear once again your coworker, Killy. She says, "Oh, sorry, the professor, he had to step away, a bit of an emergency. He told me to tell you a bit of a rain check on that. He'll, instead of doing it today, he'll do it tomorrow morning. So he asked me to make sure to wake you up. So please don't hate me. I kind of have
That's
to.
fine.
It's gonna be a little early.
That's fine. However, and I tell her everything I found and the fact that I heard someone running away from there, and ask her if anyone was scheduled for that earlier today.
I mean, there was a group earlier, and she tells you of the group that was scheduled, and it was the group that you saw walking away when you were going into your office for the first time before like properly leaving. So you go into your office to pick up your stuff. You see, as you're doing that, you see the group of students like walking out from, like coming from that area. And then as you leave your office, that's when you hear that noise and go investigate. So all that happened after that group had left. She describes, like she lets you know of the students that were supposed to be there and should be gone by now. Yeah, I mean, that's the only people, but, I mean, I don't, unless
What
you have
reason
somebody in mind.
would a student have for keeping one of those rooms unlocked?
Well, we've had incidents in the past where they try to recreate certain aspects of the dormitories. They try to evade the TAs there. I mean, the RAs there, just to like leave for the underage ones to leave and come back with contraband. We've had a couple of incidents where somebody tried, like a couple years ago, one of the students, they were part of this guild in the adventures, and they were twins, so they would leave and then bring their sibling in to attend certain classes, and then they would leave and bring themselves in, and it was just this whole operation. So they were evading to pay for full classes, just different things like that. We try to keep it away.
Is there anything like nefarious that like could harm others that they could use that room?
Certainly. I mean, like I said, I mean, luckily we've only had incidents of little petty squabbles like those so far, at least that I know of. But it's not out of the part of the reason why we have them locked.
Okay.
Is because you can map the school, and as like I said, you can do practice runs, I guess, to do what you need to do.
Alright.
It's sort of designed to create any environment, so long as you know it.
All right. Thank you. I will keep. That's good to know. I'm heading out. If you could let the professor know, I will see him tomorrow. You see him for me.
Yeah. I don't think I want to see him tomorrow. I'll wake you up.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck. And she's just gonna walk away again.
Those are gonna use if someone is correctly.
And yeah. If you need to leave, feel free to do so, Kwan.
Probably at 7.
Miss you, Pookie.
All right, you guys have fun. It's fun.
Yep.
Have a good interview. Or else.
All right, we're straight out to Skib. Probably gonna go out with Skib and tell the meeting But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping in. My model's not my PNG is not showing. Anyways, if you liked, if you enjoyed, be sure to show up next weekend, Saturday. We have more D&D. We have next week, Monday, we have more Hades 2 speedrun practicing or Subnautica 2. Wednesday as well, Subnautica 2, more Hades speedrun testing, or some Resident Evil, I think is all what I chose for the schedule. As always, don't have a good day. Have a great day. Leave a like. Check out my socials. Links are in the bio and descriptions, or links are in bio as well as down below. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.